Welcome to the balance class. Today's class will wake you up to your centre of gravity. We focus on stretching and strengthening the full body while developing your coordination and concentration. Using the breath, the class helps you to focus on the task at hand. In turn, this calms the mind, regulates the emotions and shows you how you can rebalance moment to moment. When you're ready, join me on the mat.
Let's begin at the front of your mat. We have 3 flows today in today's balance class. Let's begin. Inhale, raise the arms, lift the elbows. Elbows lead the way. As you exhale, lengthen down to the floor, nose towards the knees. Inhale, lift, hands towards the shins, flat back. Exhale, stepping back. High plank. Hold it here. Holding your high plank for 10 long breaths. Engaging the front body and the back body. Drop the knees down if it gets too much. Press the shoulders towards the ceiling. Engage the glutes, pushing the palms into the floor. Hold it here. Keep it strong and steady. A strong core helps you balance. Keep engaging everything you have, so lifting, squeezing the glutes. Slowly lengthen down into knees, chest, chin or chaturanga, upward facing dog. Pushing back into downward facing dog. Stepping through with your right leg into a lunge. Raise the arms overhead and open the arms out to the side. Side stretch, inhale, exhale, open towards the front. Inhale, exhale, open towards the front. Keeping your balance. Hopping forward into half moon. So extending the leg, flexing the foot. Half moon. Slowly hold your balance, square the hips so they're facing forwards, bend the knee into aeroplane press. So you're going to press up into aeroplane, trying to keep your balance, engaging the whole of the back body into full aeroplane. Swing the arms overhead into warrior 3. Inhale as you lift the leg into standing. You're wrapping the foot around into eagle with the legs, then eagle with the arms. So same arm, same leg wrap. Keeping your balance, keeping the eagle in the arms, lifting into your lunge, raising your elbows, extend into cactus arms, pulling the elbows behind. Pressing back into high plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Stepping forward with your left leg, inhale into a high lunge, raise the arms overhead and open out to the side. Inhale. You're opening the body out to the side. Inhale. Open to the front. As you hop forward, keep your balance. Half moon, extend the foot. Open the chest towards the ceiling if you can. Slowly take your right arm down. Square the hips, bend the left knee. As you press up, hands to your heart center into aeroplane. Extend the arms out. As you balance and come into standing, wrap the foot around the calf, sinking down into the hips, wrapping the elbows and lifting the elbows into eagle. Keep the eagle in the arms, stepping back into lunge, lifting high into baby back bend and release. Hands in prayer, stepping back, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Folding back into downward facing dog. Pressing back, pressing the hands into the floor. Chin towards the chest. Press those heels. Stepping forward again. Right leg this time. Inhale. Raise the arms overhead and you're twisting into the body this time. Inhale. Twisting into the body, in towards the thigh. Inhale, exhale as you twist, lengthen down into reverse half moon. Lift the leg as much as you can. Right hand comes down, pressing up into aeroplane. Extending the arms into warrior three. Come to standing, bring the leg with you, knee lift. Wrapping the foot around the calf to begin with. And with your left arm, wrap it underneath your right elbow. Eagle in the arms, eagle in the legs. Keep the arms lifted, stepping back into lunge. Baby back bend. Cactus arms, pulling the elbows together, lifting the chest, hands in prayer. Coming back into your high plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Breathing deeply, stepping forward, left leg, repeating the same thing. Hands come into prayer, into a high lunge. Raise on the inhale. Exhale, turn the body in towards the thigh. Inhale. Turn in towards the thigh. Inhale. Exhale, turn in. Keep your balance. Stepping forward into reverse half moon. Left hand comes down into your prayer, pressing up into aeroplane, keeping your balance, keeping your focus. Lengthen the arms into warrior three, lifting the back leg, raising up, raising the knee, eagle in the legs, wrapping the leg around the calf, right arm underneath the left elbow, squeezing the elbows high, stepping back into lunge, lifting, lengthening, baby back bend. Open cactus arms, chest lifts, hands into prayer, engage the abdominals, stepping back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, press into the feet, lift the hips into downward facing dog. Breathing deeply, completing our first flow. Prepare to step or jump to the front of the mat, elongate through the spine, lengthen down, nose towards the knees. Keep the knees bent as you raise the upper body. Hands come to your heart center, squeeze those abdominals, squeeze the glutes. Well done. Second flow, we've got a headstand in this flow. Inhale, raise the arms, elbows lift into a back bend. Elbows lead the way, all the way down to the floor. Hands press, nose to knees, extend the spine, tabletop. Stepping back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Rolling up and back into downward facing dog. Lower the knees and hover. Engaging through the abdominals. Sinking back. preparing for your alternative here to headstand. So rather than doing headstand, you can come into dolphin pose. So pressing your forearms into the floor so you're not putting any pressure into the neck. Otherwise, here is your option for your headstands. So place the crown of the head on the floor, pointing the elbows away from you, pressing up as you start to walk your feet towards the body. And when you find your balance, start to play with lifting one leg and then the other. Maybe even take one knee towards your tricep, trying to balance one knee onto the tricep. When you find your center of gravity, maybe take both legs up, hold it there. And maybe then play with lifting one leg high. Squeeze the knee in towards the body before you place it down. It really helps to find that center of gravity, pressing into the arms, into the hands. And if you have any neck or shoulder issues, don't attempt to do this. Maybe just stick with your dolphin pose or come down to total relaxation. Otherwise, both legs lift. Play around with any of these alternatives, seeing what level you're at, and then knowing where you've got to go next, where you can play. Take yourself down, both legs lower. Lower the forehead down into child's pose, resting the neck out. Knowing there's no rush. Maybe turn the hands round, stretching through the wrists. It's quite intense for the wrists, this variation of headstand. Pressing into kneeling. Rotate the wrists round in a figure of 8, just a few times each way. And gently press and hover, pressing into the heels of the hands, pressing back into downward facing dog. Stepping forward to the front of the mat, inhale, exhale. Completing your second round, your second flow, hands come to heart center, squeeze the abdominals, squeeze the glutes. And finally, your third flow. Preparing. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Lift the elbows. Exhale, lengthen down. Nose towards the knees. Inhale, lift into a straight spine. Tabletop. Exhale, stepping back. Into a plank, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Stepping forward with your right leg into a high lunge. Hands come to your heart center. Slowly stepping forward. Lengthening the back leg, extending the arms into warrior 3. Slowly bend your back knee. Reaching for your foot as you lengthen into standing bow pose. Lengthening the front body, stretching the back body. Slowly come to standing. Lift the left leg into tree pose. Really push your heel into your thigh. You want to tuck your tailbone under, tuck your ribs in, holding here in your tree pose. Lift your left knee and press it back into a high lunge. Stepping back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, pressing back into downward facing dog. Left knee steps forward into a high lunge. Finding your balance as you step out, lift the leg, preparing for warrior 3. Extending the arms overhead. Then lengthening the arm as you bend the leg into standing bow pose. Trying to find length as well as lift. Engaging the standing leg. Slowly come to standing. Bring your right heel to the inside of your left thigh. Preparing for tree pose. Tuck your tailbone under, tuck your ribs in. Engaging your whole of your leg and your core and your back body. Finding your balance and your focus. Lifting the leg, pressing back into a lunge. Completing your flow. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Pressing back into downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. Dropping down onto your knees. Thank you for joining me today for today's balance class. Wishing you a wonderful day. Namaste.